Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Sales Mastery Business Planning, which is one of my favorite things. I was talking to one of my buddies that's got an office. He has 1,000 agents, and he did a poll asking how many people had a business plan. Can anybody guess? 5%. 5% of the people in real estate have business plans. I don't know why that is, but that's just the nature of the beast. So does everybody have a calendar? If you are at home, go grab yourself a calendar. If you don't have one, go print one while I'm talking and babbling because you're going to want it. Part of what we're going to do today is we're going to build a July calendar specific to you, a business plan specific to you today, to your life, to your contacts, to your family, to your friends, to everything that is just you. Okay, and feel free to interrupt at any time if you have questions or whatever. But does everybody have a clipboard, and does everybody have a pencil, and does everybody have the calendars? We're all good? Okay, cool. So let's jump in. Do you guys keep your calendars of your actions in your phones? Do you guys use planners, or do you use a big calendar? What do you guys use? The full calendar, like the printed one out that like you stick to the wall? Okay. How many of you guys actually follow and live by your Outlook calendar in your phone and really live by it? Like raise your hand, how many? Okay. How many of you guys need to see it every day? Okay, good. And then what we need to do is get like a combination, a hybrid of both, right? So that's what we're going to try to do. So I'm hoping that you guys have your calendar of things that are happening in July kind of in your head or in your phone right now, because that's the stuff that we're going to be going off of. So today we're going to be building the July calendar. So really, for those of you guys that are just getting rolling, your business starts today, really. I mean, I want on July 1st, your business starts. You're going to follow this plan for 1 month, and we'll see what happens. Is that a deal? Okay, cool. So I'm going to put this away, and we're going to jump right in. So first, I want to start out here, and that is, of course, you know that I don't believe in philosophical plans. I don't believe in like, we want to do this, and this is where I want to go, and blah, 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 blah. I'm more like, no, I need to get up. I need to call this many people. I need to text this many people, this, that, and the other. So again, it's not a philosophy class. For us, it's action items. And I know mindset and stuff's all important, but that's not what this is about, right? That's Mondays. So that being the case, to me, it's about specific and actionable tasks, as you guys know. The July calendar is out. Here is the July calendar. Actually, I'm going to see if I can get you guys all a copy of this. This is just finished it last night. If you do not have your own calendar, this calendar alone should help you get everything that you need to be successful in the business, period. If you do not have your own calendar, follow this, okay? So this just has exactly when you should be doing a personal post, direct messages, everything. And I've altered this calendar again to be post-COVID now. Because if you remember before, we weren't able to do social gatherings, we weren't able to do open houses, all that sort of stuff. So the calendars have been tweaked. And like I mentioned last night, for those of you guys that were there, and those of you guys that weren't, don't get mad, Norma. Okay, this was for mentees last night. That what it's really about is just making sure that you're kind of touching on every single piece of their social and contact information, which is where we're going to head. But right now, National Ice Cream Day is the 23rd. International Kissing Day is the 6th. But don't post too much weird stuff about that, because I have this where one agent in this company, you know what, they're probably not watching anyway, but their backdrop is them kissing their husband. It is so disturbing if you guys ever see it. So be careful with that one. National Sunglasses Day, National Camera Day, International Day of the Tropics, but cool stuff to post, right? So there's no reason that you should not remember what you should be posting. So all that stuff is here. And then again, we'll come back to this calendar a little bit later, but I want you guys to have your own. So the first thing I want you to write down is I want you to write down personal days and events. And here's what I mean. Everybody can start by just writing down on the 4th of July that the 4th of July is the 4th of July. So if you could just write that down on the 4th of July, in your calendar, just write 4th of July. Now the question is, what are you going to do on the 4th of July? Is anybody planning on using it to try to get any business or anything like that? I mean, because right now, you are, Ethan, right? So, and I've seen a lot of people are putting flags together, they're doing all kinds of things, but what are you specifically going to do for the 4th of July? For me, and like for Margaret, I know Margaret, and this is way beyond anything that I would ever ask you guys to do, but for those of you guys that don't know, Margaret, who our broker, was #1 in this whole valley, Temecula Valley, as a real estate agent for like 10 years straight. Nobody touched her. And what she did every 4th of July is she delivered cheesecakes to every single one of her clients. That's 100 people. Okay, and you guys are like, oh my God, I could never do that. That's too expensive. But that's how you become #1. Do you guys know what I mean? So my question for you on the 4th of July is, and a lot of people go out and they'll walk flags and put them in neighborhoods. Put it, if you live in a particular neighborhood with your card on it and a flag, a lot of people will just send out a text, which all I'm asking for you guys to do is just send out a text. So if you could write down, and don't just write down, send out a text. How many people are you committing to right now that you will send out a text to on the 4th of July? How many?
20.
Write it down, 20. I like it. 20 is fine, I'll take it. So, and choose your top 20. And I would say do not mention anything in that text about the fact that you are in real estate. It's just a happy 4th of July. And whenever you do text somebody, my recommendation is if you know their spouse's name or their significant other's name or name of one of their kids or whatever, make sure that you mention that. Because when you do send them, sometimes it can come across like, oh, why is she texting me or is he texting me or whatever. You guys know what I mean? So just be careful to make it real personalized, but hope you and your family. Hope you and Dan. Hope you and Cindy. Hope you and, you guys know what I mean, are having a great 4th of July. Was thinking about you. Be safe. Talk to you soon. Chuck. Again, you can write whatever you want. So my next question is, are there any birthdays or anything like that that are coming up of people that you need to lock down right now? Anybody in your family? Are you going on any trips? If you're going on a trip, please write that down in your calendar. Birthdays, parents' anniversaries, vacations. Also, for those of you guys that are in relationships or whatever, I definitely recommend you schedule out your date nights and stuff like that. That's really, really huge to make sure that you don't forget each other. Thursday nights are good or whatever it may be. So put down if you're going to do a date night certain night, and feel free to post that. You guys know what I'm saying? So just think about it, guys. Keep writing. Like I know there's things going on. Kids, nephews, parents, people you should reach out to. Who are they that you could be talking to on these personal days? And another thing, like this morning, I was notified, hopefully you guys are doing the same thing. I was notified. Are you guys all notified on Facebook when it's somebody's birthday? Okay, so I had 5 people, including Tristan, who works in this office, turn 19 today. But make sure that you're following that. That's one thing you can't really calendar out because you don't necessarily know who you're going to see that morning. But you guys know we don't, I've mentioned this before, we don't message people on Facebook for their birthday, right? We don't message people on Instagram for their birthday. We don't do that. We text them directly, right? We text them directly, okay. So what other stuff do you have going on? Think about it. Due date? Do you have the due date down there? You do have the due date down there. I love it. All right, good. That's going to be a good one, right? Like, look, I got a kid to pay for now. You guys better use me to buy and sell real estate. I think that'd be a great line. You know what I mean? And if you don't, I'll kill you. Actually, we had an agent. He asked me if he could do this. He's like, hey, is it okay if because he thought it was funny. And the ad was going to be, list with me or I'll burn your house down. And I told him it's probably not going to work. But he wanted to actually try that. But anyways, all right. So what else? Does everybody have all their stuff written down of things that are happening in July? I can trust you that you got everything. Okay. Trying to think. Anything else that you guys are? So there was a due date, anniversaries, birthdays. Also, this is another thing that's really big. If you know your children's sports schedules, you should put that into this calendar. Because don't forget, everything that you do, or if you go to your grandkids' games, or if you go to your nieces and nephews, or if you are in a poker club, or if you are in a golf group, or if you are in cotillions, or if you are in the theater club, or if you are in anything at all, I want you to put that down. And that leads us into our next one, which is number 2, which is our networking events. This right here is where I want you guys all to shift your entire lives. Okay, I know Gabby, and do you volunteer at any of like Lake Elsinore Animal Friends or anything like that? Because I was here working with pets.
I do. They haven't had any events for a while because of the pandemic.
Okay.
But I did.
Okay.
And I'm a board member at a horse.
So you're a board member at a horse facility. You volunteered at the pet clinics, things like that. That's the stuff I want you guys to be doing. What do you like to do? This is your opportunity to work on things that you like to do. Again, one of our agents, gosh, this is about 10 years ago. These guys were funeral home directors, right? And they literally had to, the whole weird thing. And they literally became the #1 agents in the company within 2 years. And they did it by joining the Menifee Chamber and the Canyon Lake Chamber and one other chamber. Our other agents, actually 13 years ago, Don Myers, him and his wife also became the #1 agents in our companies by joining all of the chambers. Okay, so the reason Vicki is a super stud, Vicki Carpenter, she is on the board for Mount San Jacinto College. She runs like the mayor's roundtables. She's involved in all the city events. She is right now currently president of Rotary for Menifee. Things like that. That is working. That is marketing. That is social networking. So my question to you guys is, what things are you involved in? What things can you put down that you're working on? Is there anything that you guys can think of that I'm missing that, like, oh, don't forget this or that you guys are part of? How many people are part of some form of a networking group? Okay. Guys, poker club, poker groups, man. Poker, 12 people, 16 people, whatever, just once every couple months have one at your house where you have a poker meeting. Golfing is really, really big. Again, softball leagues are huge. Anything and everything that you can get out. You know, I don't know if you're interested, but the VFW, we have agents that have just cranked just by joining the VFW down in Lake Elsinore. I mean, cranked, you know, because they want to use people that they know. So that's a thought. Although it seems to be a drinking club down there. I went down there, I ended up just staggering out of there. So, but it was fun. Anybody else have any ideas? Like, Anshul, what kind of stuff did you write down? Networking stuff. What do you want to do?
I mean, I just wrote that join the Chambers as a really good...
Chambers, I like it.
Yeah.
Where do you live?
I live in Murrieta.
Perfect, perfect. So join the Murrieta Chamber. Also, if you guys see somebody that, or some type of event or whatever that's coming up, like for example, the Murrieta Temecula Chamber, they do one a year where it's huge and they bring everybody in from Riverside County. Every business is there and we will sponsor booths for stuff like that. So if you guys have something going on, let me know. We'll sponsor booths. One thing I will tell you though is you're probably going to be, there'll be some more agents joining with you because if it's a big event, we're going to have to throw 4 or 5 agents in there, or you might even want to do shifts. Because like Fiesta Days here in Canyon Lake, which is when they shut the entire lake down for Memorial Day, they have huge events over at the Canyon Lake Lodge and it's all day from 8 to 5, so there are people coming in on 2-hour shifts. You guys know what I mean? But collecting cards and collecting information all day long. So, you know, again, and we will help you sponsor that booth. Does anybody else have anything that they want to talk about? What do you got?
I joined a dance club.
A dance club? I love it.
Yeah, for Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Nice.
And then,
Where's that at?
In Temecula.
Is it salsa dancing?
It's salsa.
Okay, get up here and show us an example. Get up here. No, I'm kidding.
Everybody would walk out of the room.
Oh, I don't think so.
Line dancing.
They'd be like.
Line dancing on Thursday and then salsa dancing on Tuesday.
That right there, guys, grand slam. Why? She's having fun. She's meeting people, right? I mean, and again, I know that you probably have to dress a certain way. Get Coldwell Banker attire when you go. I mean it. Seriously, like, hey, coming from work, whatever. Anybody else have anything? What do you got?
Just kind of plugged into a local charity that's trying to do a big outreach for feeding children and looking to collect about 500 volunteers. And
I love it.
And then so I kind of went out there and said, all right, give me the marketing.
Love it. Love it. Love it. So local charities are great. Do you guys know, and again, like I'm not trying to be shallow, but why again are charities great? Who is involved in charities? People with money. That's just the truth. For some reason, they realize that it's about philanthropy. You know what I mean? And so that's super cool. I love that one. Anybody else have anything special that they're working on? Yes, Norma.
Johanna and I are running a booth today.
A booth?
At the LA Fitness from 3 to
A booth at LA Fitness.
Great. Great.
Bring it in. Come on.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. That's a great one. Okay, good, good. So you guys get it though, right? Remember, we are in the people business. Everything we do, everywhere we go, is all about the opportunities of meeting someone and talking about real estate. I know you guys know that. And I was talking yesterday, who was it? Giselle. You guys heard Giselle's story, for those of you that were there yesterday, that got a call at 4:50, went to the winery, all that sort of stuff, and she didn't want to go to the retirement party, but potentially landed a listing yesterday. So what do? We go to everything we're invited to. But it's much easier when we calendar out what's going on. All right, so let's go to number 3. Oh, by the way, a gym is a great place too. Like, and things like CrossFit and all that. I don't know if you guys know, but they become like cults. There's some weird stuff goes on. I mean, but so if you get a chance to join that, you can just see in people's social media how tight they get in with the 20, 30 girls or whatever that they're working with. The camp transformations, all that stuff. So something to keep in mind. And it's so nice because last time we couldn't put this picture up because it didn't have masks. So it's cool that we can now. All right. So what else we got? Number 3. Your weekly database update. So every Monday, I want you to write this down. Right now on your calendar, pull out the calendar. Every Monday, I want you to write down database update. Every Monday, database update. Database update. Yes, every Monday. And again, when I say database update, what do I mean? Who did I meet this week? For Mondays, it's going to be who did I meet this weekend? By the way, not realtors. Okay. Don't put realtors. Yes.
There's also meetupgroup.com.
Mhm.
And if you wanted to find some new things to do, new social things to do, whatever you're into, it's all sorts of things.
Meetup?
Yep, meetupgroup.com.
Meetupgroup.com. I like it. I like it.
Any other idea?
Now I'm going to make you do this again. I want you to do Fridays. Same thing. Write it down on Fridays. And look, and you guys think like, oh, I don't need to do this. I know this, whatever. If you write it down, you're more likely to do it. So the question on Friday is going to be, who did I meet this week? The question on Monday, who did I meet this weekend? So especially you, because your crew is pretty big and growing. You know what I mean? So you have to take the time to put them into your database. Is your database together yet?
Yes.
How many people?
116.
116. Do you have all their modes of communication?
Yes.
All of them? I like it. All right, good. I was going to give you a bunch of crap, too. You win. All right. So Fridays, we got that. We got Mondays and Fridays. So did anybody meet anyone last night that they should be adding into their group? Did anybody meet anybody at the grocery store? Did anybody have friends come over? Did anybody get a call from anybody? Did anybody have a cocktail with somebody? Did anybody have anyone that they met last night that they could have added into their group? You did. Who'd you meet?
Well, it was the first time to come over, someone that I just met from fellowship.
So somebody that you met through fellowship. So right there, a contact. You guys with me? And what I always like to say, and I said this last night, and I'm going to say it again, but I always ask somebody, so once they turn the conversation to real estate, you always ask the big question. Who sold you your house? That's really big, really big. I always start with, the conversation always goes like this. So Anthony, it's nice to meet you. So where do you live? Oh, well, I live over in Marietta. Oh, okay, cool. Well, what street do you live on? I live on Cali dos Oro. Oh, yeah, I know where that area is. That's over right off of the west side of Marietta, right? You're like, yeah, okay, cool. What street do you live on? And they're like, huh? They say, well, I'm in real estate, so I pretty much know all the streets there. But what street are you on? And then they might say, well, I'm on Chisholm Trail. You go, oh, okay, cool. That's awesome. I love that area, by the way. I mean, it's fantastic. And just real quick, who sold you your house? I always ask that. Who sold you your house? Every single time with everybody. I want you guys to do that. And then when they go, it was Teresa. She was fantastic. You go, okay, cool. But if they go, oh, it was dark hair, yeah. That's the typical answer. Why? Because 80% of agents that sell homes do not keep in contact with that previous client and do not sell that home again. I don't know if you guys know that. So immediately I know that that person is a target for me, right? So, and I also know that his name is Anthony Forbes now. I just added him to my Facebook, and he lives on Chisholm. So I can get your address information by just getting back here and texting Becca, hey, can you get me Forbes on Chisholm in Marietta's address? Sure, they text it over. I can add that into my database. With me? Okay. And a lot of people have their phone numbers on Facebook and Instagram too, so when you actually add them into your social media, you can capture their information that way. So anyways, cool. Next, number 4, open houses and MLS syndication. So you guys know, and I'm just going to be flat out, the majority of you, if you do not sit open houses, if you do not sit open houses, may not make it in the business. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. You need to be sitting a minimum of 2 open houses a month. If you don't, I mean, hey, there's people that want to sell 1 to 2 houses a year. We have plenty of those people, 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. But if you're looking to be a baller in the business and be closing a minimum of 12 a year, you're not going to do it without open houses. So I'm going to ask you guys right now, in this month of July, to write down right now what days you are committing to sit an open house. So you're committing to it now, then you got to go find the houses, right? But I want you to put down that you are committed to sitting an open house what day. So if you could please tell me what day, I'd like to see 2, that you're planning on sitting an open house this upcoming month. You've already got your personal schedule down. You know when you're available, which is why I made you do that. You guys with me? My Ninja. All right, so put that down of what days you might be willing to sit an open house. Give me 2. Saturdays and Sundays don't matter. You guys want to know a big day though? I'll bet you if you guys did an open house early on the 4th of July, you will kill. The 4th of July would be a great day to sit it early. You know what I mean? Like do like a 9 to 2 or something, because everybody's out going over to somebody's house, going down to the park, doing this, doing that. 4th of July would be a great one. The 5th of July would be a great one. Just a couple of thoughts for you there. So does everybody have at least 1 to 2 down? If you don't have 1 down, raise your hand. All right, Anthony, you're not doing it. All right. Wow, at least you're up front. All right, so the next thing is MLS syndication. You guys remember what MLS syndication is? The real estate agent who has that listing has to syndicate it and turn it on in the MLS that the open house is going to be that Saturday. If they do not put this on, it will not be found anywhere online. This is where you're going to be getting the leads for your open house. So you have to make sure that that agent syndicates that property in the MLS no later than Tuesday. Okay? If they do it on Thursday or if they do it on Friday for a Saturday open house, what happens is, like, if you put it into Zillow, Zillow does not update for a good 24 to 48 hours sometimes, so it'll never even get out into the world that you have an open house. You guys with me? So try to get this syndication done by Tuesday. Follow up with that listing agent to make sure that that syndication was done. Don't, because they're busy too, you know, so they're going to be distracted. But so I'd like you to put on that Tuesday in your calendar. So if I'm sitting at Saturday or Sunday, on Tuesday I want you to put MLS syndication. Good? Okay. So now what have we done? We've laid out our personal lives, we've laid out the events we have going on, and don't forget, everything you do in your personal life is an opportunity to turn into business, right? Whether it's somebody's birthday party. I know Jen here, my assistant, left yesterday because somebody had a birthday party at 5 o'clock last night over in Marietta for one of her friend's kids. That's an opportunity, right? You never know who you're gonna meet. That is probably somebody, like a little kid birthday party or something, that is probably the best opportunity to meet. You are not in it to continue to be around the same people that you already know. We're in it to meet new people, right? So we've got our personal stuff going on, which we're gonna post everything that's happening. We've got our networking events, whether it's, you know, the board that you're on, whether it's, you know, the Lake Elsinore Animal Friends, whether it's poker, whether it's fellowship, whether it's, you know, I don't know, you go to the classes where they do the whole Lamaze and all that stuff. They are? Those people are ready to buy a house, dude. You know what I mean? I'd be like, that is so, congratulations, here's a card. Congratulations, congratulations, you know? So anyways, and then we've got our open house schedule, right? So on that as well. So now, the next thing, number 5, is updating our database. This is the big day. Most people, Raymond, this is why I was giving you a hard time, most people do not have all modes of communication for their contacts. Your job is to get all of their modes of communication. So if I go all the way back, hang on. If I go all the way back here, number 7 says database update, complete all contact entries layer by layer. So what I'm talking about is you may have, you guys might, even some of your best friends, you may not even have their actual home address. You know where they live, but you don't know their address numbers, right? So you cannot mail them something if you don't have it. And remember, I've talked about this a million times, this is the layered cake, right? You have to have their name, their cell phone number, their email, their home address, their Instagram, and their Facebook. Because I'm going to, of course, I need to know their, and the reason I put S is because, again, I'm not sending it to Jacob, I'm sending it to Jacob and Nikki, the text or whatever that may be. Their cell phone, of course, that's the only way I can text. Their email, I think it's antiquated, I hate email, but some people still use it, so whatever. Home addresses, of course, you have to have that to send out everything from the Seas Candies to the drop-offs at the holidays, to the pop-bys, as Lori Robinson was talking about in the meeting last night. Their Instagram, again, you want to DM them this way. Your Facebook, you want to DM this way. So, and if I don't have this, then I can't be the complete agent, right? So again, you have to have all of those pieces, all of those pieces. So I want you to write down 2 days a month that you're updating all of their contact information, because I guarantee you guys do not have that. I guarantee you guys do not have that. And remember, by asking for that contact information, what's up, Devin? By the way, for all you guys that didn't know that, this is Devin. Devin was the last year's Rookie of the Year for Coldwell Banker, and he did 100 grand last year on his first year. So listen to this guy, all right? So anyway, again, asking for the contact information, give me 2 days that you're doing that. 2 days that you're asking for their contact information. And don't forget, by me saying, you know, hey, Corey, this is Chuck. I have your cell phone number, but was hoping to get your home address. Would you mind please sending that to me? I have some really cool real estate stuff I want to send you. This market is crazy. Hope life is good with you and so, Chuck. That is a great way for me to ask for her home address. You guys with me? And in return, not just asking for the home address, but I am basically prospecting. Because I asked for her home address so that I have all the modes of communication, but more importantly, I mentioned that I'm in real estate at the same time. I guarantee you, if we, you know what? Screw it. Everybody pull out your phones. Pull out your phones. Pull out your phones. Pull out your phones. Everybody pull out your phone. We're going to send a text right now. We're going to just do one quick text to somebody that you don't have their home address. And I don't care if it's a friend of yours. I don't care who it is. We're going to get it right now, and I'm going to tell you exactly what to type. Everybody got their phones? Catch your phone? It's in the car?
Yeah.
That's all right. Okay, you guys ready? So pick one person that lives in this general area. That they can be a friend, they can be somebody close. I don't care if it's like your best friend. Because remember what I was saying last night is I sent my best friend the forget-me-not seeds, right? And they were my high school football, and they called me up and were yelling at me and joking with me and messing with me. But I mentioned to them that I want their opinion on my marketing pieces, and next thing you know, they became my biggest fan. So ready? You guys ready? So hi, whatever their name is. I know I have your cell number, comma, but I got to get your home address, period. I have to send you some info regarding this crazy real estate market. Hope life is good with you and blank, or with you and the family, whatever it may be, period. Send me that address, exclamation, your name. Good? So, hi, Corey. Hope life is good. You know, however you want to write that. I know I have your cell phone number, but I need to get your home address. Want to send you some info regarding this crazy real estate market. You guys got it? Do someone? Now watch this, guys. Somebody in this room is going to get a bite on a hook. I guarantee it. Somebody's going to get something. And you send it to somebody you're relatively comfortable with just now, so that should be easy. But I want you to do that, and this is my point. So when you're filling out your calendars, I want you to put in 2 days a month that you are actually baking the layered cake, right? It has to be on there because it is a form of prospecting. And remember, every Monday and every Friday, I'm adding who I met that weekend, I'm adding who I met that week. Therefore, when I meet those people, I do not have all their contact information. I'm not going to go like, oh, it's really nice to meet you, Jessica. What's your home address? What's your cell phone? What's your email? What's your Instagram? What's your Facebook links? What, did you get something?
Yeah, I just got my address.
They sent you the address, right?
Literally, right now.
That's how long it took to get that address. Anybody else get a response yet? Okay, if anybody gets something good, I want you to tell me, let me know, okay? So, and not bad for 9:30. That person likes you. That's pretty cool. Good. All right, so that's the layered cake piece. So everybody wrote down 2 days they're going to do that this month? By the way, this should be the first thing that you guys should do. So on July 1st, you should definitely start out by doing that. You should start out by, you have to have their modes of communication. Because again, I can't send out mailers. I can't send out See's Candy. I can't send out holiday cards. I can't do drop-by pop-bys if I don't know their friggin' home address. So the rest of the calendar doesn't matter if I don't have all their pieces. You know, and some people you just have their emails, right? How many people just have a huge database of emails? Email them all, you know. Hey, Chuck, this is Jessica. I know I have your email address, but I don't have your home address and cell phone. Wanted to send you some information on this crazy real estate market. Hope life's good with you. Would you mind sending that to me, Jessica? Now, I send out 100, I get 2 responses back. What do you think? It's a victory, right? That's a victory. So every single one person that you get that's willing to give you that information, that's a victory, right? All right, so let's keep going. Number 6. All right, so do you guys remember when I had everybody in the mastery class pull out their phone and actually give me a review right there? Were you guys in the class when a lot of you were when I did that? So you need to be asking for people to give you a review. It starts with Michael and it starts with Becca. You have to have your Google page set up, right? So if I Google Devin, is your picture going to come up on the right and all your information, all that sort of stuff? Great, good, that's number 1. Number 2, how many reviews does Devin have? How many you got?
Less than 10.
Okay, a little less than 10, but that's solid. You guys know what I mean? 10 people have said, I like Devin, I trust Devin with the biggest investment I have in my life. So you need to continue to build that up. It's just like Amazon. When I go on Amazon and you're looking at toothbrushes, are you going to buy the one that has 5 people that gave it a 4.5 stars or 300 people that gave it 4 stars? You're probably going to go with the 300 that gave it 4. So it's the same with you. So you need to put on your calendar, choose a day right now when you can ask those people that you just text, that one person, or some of your other friends, try to get 1 to 2 reviews twice a month.
If they're bad reviews, how do you have them? I'm just kidding.
Well, hey, you know, and that's the problem. Look, if you don't ask for reviews, you're only going to get one kind of review. You guys with me?
Yeah.
And especially since you work with tenants, Dude, you're going to get your ass kicked.
I think I have one or two. I don't even, one of them I don't think I've ever even met. So.
Well, so that's why you got to offset them with awesome reviews. You know what I mean? It's like when you're going on to look at a hotel and there's 100 positives and 1 negative. Do you guys go read the negative? No. Okay, I do sometimes, and I go and look how psycho they are. You know what I mean? And you'll be like, okay, I can deal with this one. So, anyways, you have to choose that day. Have you guys seen? Here's another idea. Have you guys seen Jennifer? Everybody in here is friends with Jennifer Murphy on their social media. If you're not, pull out your phones. Request or follow Jennifer Murphy right now on Facebook and Instagram, and just duplicate what she does. But she does Testimonial Tuesdays, so she posts the review every single Tuesday. She takes one of her reviews and posts it. You guys with me? So again, just somebody else saying that this is a great agent. So that's her Testimonial Tuesday. But you have to ask for them. And I mentioned last night in the mixer that the difference between those of you guys that will be superstars and those of you that may not make it will be the ability to ask for business. If you're not willing or able to ask for business, you won't make it. You will not make it. And I don't want to ask my friends. I don't want to be an Amway salesman. I don't want to ask my brother. I don't want to ask my mom. Ask them. Text them. Call them. Ask them all the time. Stephanie.
I was just going to say, the last time that you said that and we talked about reviews, I did like a quick little video on my Facebook story, and I got 3 reviews, but I mean, it was on Facebook, my Facebook page, but they'll do it.
Okay, so what Stephanie just said, for those of you guys who can't hear it, is she said that she went on and created a video asking for people to go on and create a review for her, and 3 different people from one story went on and gave her reviews. That's fantastic. Okay, and hey, I don't need to talk to you guys about social media, but you guys know, how many posts a week do we want to do? 1 to 2 at the most. How many stories do we want to do a day? 3, right? Every day, 1 to 2 posts a week, 3 stories a day, right? So just something to keep in mind. And again, your job is to stay in front of people. Has anybody in here not made a story in a month? How many people in here have not done a story in over a month? Okay. It's going to catch up with you. You guys have to do it, all right? It doesn't even have to be that exciting. It can be 2 seconds. And I want you in it. I want you in it. I mean, hey, and you know what? A lot of the stories, how many people have you guys seen my stories where I just talk about whatever it might be? You think about me, right? You know who I am. You feel like you know me before I even walk up here. It's no different. So you have to make sure that you're posting stories. And again, try to mix it up. Business, personal, business, personal, 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 business, right? They want to know who you are. Norma, you have a less than 1-year-old? Oh, a 2-year-old? 2-year-old? Okay. Post all the time about that. You know what I mean? But again, I like the idea of like, you know, not everybody agrees with me, but writing a contract, being a mom, like whatever, you know. Previewing property with this girl. Previewing property with this guy. You know what I mean? Taking my dog for a walk. Was it you that used to pull the wagon around the neighborhoods? Yeah, so remember, you know, I told you Devin he used to pull a wagon around the neighborhood and just hand out to anybody and everybody that was on the street, and he'd post about it. It's fantastic, right? You know what he does. So just make sure you're mixing it up. So ask for business, ask for business. How many people did not write down asking for reviews on your calendar? Y'all did it? I was going to go nuts. All right, number 7, holiday text and posts. So we talked about that before. If you go all the way back to the calendar, which I'm going to do again, sorry, but I don't care. Right now, I'm going to ask you to write down what days you're going to post. And I'm going to give you some of these. So how about Friday the 2nd, World UFO Day? Anybody find that interesting? Could they put something funny up on that day? Write that down if you want to do that one in your calendar right now, that on the 2nd, you're going to do World UFO Day. Okay? If you don't want to do that one, and by the way, I'm going to go through all these just to torture you guys. I know it's hot in here. I don't care. Number 3, National Day of Cooperatives. I don't know what that is. All right. Here we go. Number 6. Don't worry about it. On the 6th, International Kissing Day. Or National Fried Chicken Day. Who wants to kiss? You know, I mean, who knows? But come up with something good, right? But I mean, whatever. I mean, the kissing day might be weird. You could kiss your kid on the cheek or your dog or animal or whatever. Whatever. All right, and then the 7th is World Chocolate Day. Is anybody interested in that one? If so, write it down. On the 7th. Come on. The 10th, National Pina Colada Day? What a great excuse to get shit-faced. You're working, right? So the 10th, National Pina Colada Day. That's pretty slick on their part. The 11th, 7-Eleven Day. All-American Pet Photo Day. Right? The 12th, National Pecan Pie Day. Right? It's not all food. Look. National French Fry Day. I guess it is. National French Fry Day. National Mac and Cheese Day is on the 14th. I mean, even if you have a little kid and you get those little things because you don't want to cook for them, you know, the little things, like whatever. The 16th is a big one. Opening day at Del Mar. If you wanted to put something about Del Mar, you know, races opening. The 17th, National Tattoo Day. Or World Emoji Day. Write something down, guys. I expect you to post things. I want you to put these in your calendar. What's that?
I'm missing the 14th, but I realize it's the 17th.
The 17th is National Tattoo Day. Yeah.
It goes 13th, 15th.
Where? What?
On these.
Oh,
Yeah, 13, 17, 15, 16, 17.
So, I'll go.
damn it, Jen! All right. So, yes.
Going back to that holiday, I think I'm going to do it at my house that day. I saw my friends, if you do it, serving wine. Your choice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right.
It's also a 31st.
Hopefully no one heard that question. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, hey, little guy, you want a beer? Probably not. All right, so here we go. National Moon Day on the 20th. National Hot Dog Day on the 21st. National Ice Cream Day. Didn't we already have that?
18.
The 18th and the 23rd?
National Diabetes Week.
That's hilarious. Cousins Day. International Self-Care Day. National Tequila Day. Hey, I'm popping your bottle open, Norma, on this day right here. All right, so the 25th is Parents' Day. The 29th is Intern Day. National Lasagna Day. National Day of Friendship is the 30th. National Cheesecake Day. National Avocado Day. All right, one healthy thing. Finally. All right, but you guys.
It's a cheat month. Healthy day.
Exactly. Don't worry, this avocado day is going to make up for all the stuff you ate the rest of the month. So it's perfect. All right, so you guys get it though, right? I mean, it's just, and write it down on your calendar. So you guys, I don't want you to just take the calendar that we make. I want you to actually tweak it and take the things off of there that you want and build your own based on your life. Again, based on the days you are available, based on the days that is your parents' birthday, based on all those sorts of things. I just want to make absolutely sure that you are building your own calendar. If you rely on the calendar we have, that's fine. But again, a business plan is about making your actionable items. So let's keep going here. Okay, number 8. This is a big one, text day. So you guys have already agreed, most of you in here, that you're going to send out 20 texts on the 4th of July, right? And the 4th of July text is going to be a personal text, right? We're not going to mention business at all. We're just going to say, you know, hey, just wanted to wish you a happy 4th of July, Corey. You know, hope everything's great with you and so-and-so. And be safe, was thinking about you. Have a great week. Done. I'm out, right? Just a personal text on the 4th of July. You've all agreed to the number that you're going to do on that day. So now that I've sent a personal text, it's okay for me to send a business text 2 weeks later, right? So, and for those of you guys that have been through the prospecting classes that we used to have in Henson McCoy, you have done this before, and it worked. It went crazy. By the way, how many people got responses on the text that you sent? Raise your hand. Raise them high if you got some response on the text that you sent. Okay, so that's a victory right there, right? You guys now have an address. You can send out holiday cards to that person. You can do pop-bys, all that sort of stuff. All right. So for the business text, these are my favorites. These are not complete. Okay, these are not complete. But here's an example of just a text to send out on Thursday. Happy Thursday. Hey, Jen, happy Thursday. For some reason, you guys just popped in my head, and I had to say hi. Hope life is good for you and the family, Chuck. Simple. But what am I doing? I've got my stories out there. I've got my posts out there. I've got my emails out there. I sent them something for the 4th of July, a 4th of July text, and now I'm just saying, hey, it's Thursday, but I'm thinking about you. Just hope everything's great. If I sent you a text, Stephanie, and I said, hey, Stephanie, happy Thursday. For some reason, you just popped in my head. Hope everything's great with you and the kids. Chuck, would you appreciate that? Yeah. Be nice, right? Hey, that person thought about me. So just make sure, guys, that you are doing this in your calendar. So I want you to write down somewhere 2 weeks after the 4th of July text that you're going to send another 20 out or however many that you want to do. It does not need to be to the same 4th of July people. I just want you to reach out to as many people as possible. Remember, your goal in life is to have 100 people in your A+ database. 100 people. So if I send out 20 on the 4th of July, 20 the next week on a Wednesday, 20 the next week on a Thursday, and 20 the following week, in that 1 month, I've hit 80 people with a text. Right? That's 80 people with a text. How many of those have you sent out, Anthony, perfect example, how many of you sent out in the last month? Just random texts checking in on people?
Less than 100.
Less than 100? Okay, so you're doing them though.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So he's doing them, that's good. Most people would say 0. That's why you're gonna do good, all right? So just, that's another text idea for a Thursday. Here's another one, this is my favorite. Again, if you remember in the prospecting class, for those of you guys that were there, the phones went insane in the room when we sent this text out, all right? Hi, Chris. We just listed a great new 5-bedroom, 3-car in Marietta for $599. It will go fast. Let me know if you have any friends who may be interested. Tell Pat I said hi, Chuck. Now, don't just send this. Send a picture of the people if you can, or if it's on the listing side, send a picture of the listing. Okay, so this one, 5-bedroom. And if you guys go into, I don't know, here. Don't forget this. If I go into Buzz right now, which I'm going to do, and I just take a look at the most recent stuff that's come up. Just hang on. See what we got here, see what we got. Here is a property, sneak peek of my beautiful listing coming soon in the 55 plus community, 425. You guys see this in Buzz right here? This is Jessica Wells, right? Her property. So what you should be doing is sending a picture, steal it right off of Buzz, and say, hey, we've got this amazing senior home, 55 plus coming up. It's gonna go fast. Do you know anybody that may be interested? I wanna sell it. It's priced great. You with me? And then I'm gonna send that picture and this text. That is going to get you massive responses. So everybody pull out your phones. Pull out your phones, pull them out. We're doing another one. I want you to pick somebody else in your phone right now. Pick somebody else in your phone. And I want you to send this. But I want you to send it based on Jessica's property, okay? So let's just, and I will read it to you. How many square feet is it?
It is 1,700.
Okay, cool. So you have any, there's no pictures of the front of the property on here, huh? There's no pictures of the front of the property. Hang on, guys.
Just got it, I could send you guys. Just got the pictures back last night.
That's okay. Let's see what else we got. All right, we're gonna do this Tuscany Hills house, guys. So I want you to go into Buzz right now, and I want you to pull up Cynthia Espinosa's house in Tuscany Hills right now. Okay, so just go in there and pull it up. Go into Buzz, CB Buzz, Facebook, and pull up Cynthia Espinosa's property. Cynthia Espinosa's property, 5-bedroom, 3-bath, 535, 3-car garage. You guys got it? Steal that picture. Does everybody know how to do it? Keep going. Oh, yeah, you're almost there. Keep going. It's going to be down like 15. Yeah, it's going to be right past that. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And you're there. Okay, so now when you click on the picture, you guys all know how to do it, right? How to save it into your photos? Okay, good. Click on it, save it. Did you do it? Okay, did you pick somebody? Okay, I want you to pick 2. Okay, so, hi Chris, we just listed a great new 5-bedroom, 3-car in Lake Elsinore. It's gonna go fast. Let me know if you have any friends who may be interested. Tell Pat I said hi. So send a picture, send that text, and then send a picture of that property right now to at least one person for me. I prefer 2. You know the game, right? Do you do this stuff?
Yeah, actually, yeah, a lot.
Good, good.
Especially with friends and family. That's like, for me, that's the best. Like,
All I want to do, man, is I just want to make sure you calendar it. Like, because we're guys, dude, and we're monkeys. We are monkeys. Like, I can't remember, like, you know, it comes back to what I was saying. It's like either the day controls you or you control the day, right?
Yeah.
So if you don't lay out the things you got to get done that day, they're just never going to get done. But look at it. They're all texting. That's what I'm talking about. It's good.
My phone's dead or I would be there.
Oh, he forgot his phone too, right? Right now he's kicking himself. Why did I bring in my phone?
I got notes. I can do it in the car.
Good. Okay, everybody send out at least one? Good. Okay, and if you send it to your mom, I'll take it, but that is kind of like, you know, the half-assed way out. Okay.
She's in the market for a house.
Your mom is? Is she?
Yeah.
I love it. All right, so we good? You get them out? You seem nervous. Don't be nervous. Send them. Tuscany Hills is Lake Elsinore. So you can just call it Tuscany Hills. If anybody asks, that's in Lake Elsinore. Tuscany Hills sounds a little bit more classy than Lake Elsinore. No offense if you live in Lake Elsinore. I can say that. I was raised there.
Oops. Okay.
So we just listed a great new 5-bedroom, 3-car in Tuscany Hills for $535,000. It will go fast. Let me know if you have any friends who may be interested. Tell Pat I said hi, Chuck. And post that pic. Did you get him, Raymond?
She's been watching all morning.
This show?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. She just sent it to somebody and they're like, I'm watching the show right now, dopey. That's hilarious, dude. That's great. So send it to somebody else. Go ahead. One more. Anybody else get them out yet? Raise your hand if you got it. It's gone. It's sent. It's gone. Good job, Norma. All right, good, Gabby. How many of you are nervous to send this text? Get over it. Come on, Corey. Suck it up. All right. We're going to get a move on now. All right, number 9. You guys know the market update piece we do? That has the APC units. It shows what's happened to the units over the last year and what's happened to sales prices. I go over every single sales meeting. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? People love stats. Different types of people like different things. Some people are going to be really excited about the forget-me-not seeds. Other people are going to go like, I love to see what's happened to property values in Lake Elsinore, Marietta, Temecula, Cane Lake. So you need to put on your calendar that you are going to send out, or sorry, that you are going to post the market update. All you have to do is request that from marketing, post it, done. It's really important that you post the market update, okay? So, I don't think I put one in here. Let me see if I put one in here. No, I didn't. Does everybody know what I'm talking about though? The APC charts? Okay, good. And I recommend that you do it somewhere around the 16th. Post the market because we come out with, just so you guys know, the way our meetings operate is they are usually the second full week of the month. So when there's not a full week in front of it, we'll move it out to almost 3 weeks. So you're always going to have it usually by the 16th, by mid-month, okay? Marketing. Just send an email to marketing@coldwellbankerab.com. They'll put your phone number on it. They'll make it all out to you and send it over to you. All you got to do is post it, okay? I love stats. Like, I'm a nerd. I love to see the fact that Marietta has, that Temecula has gone from 535,000 last year at this time to 735 this year at this time. Anybody find that interesting?
Yeah.
Your clients will too, okay? Number 10, personal note cards. I've talked to you guys about this before, but to me, I think these are the most powerful things you can possibly send on the entire planet. Somebody sitting down and taking the time to write out a personal note to you is magic, in my personal opinion. So personal note cards are huge. This is one that I have, you know, like this is typical one. Thank you for being a part of my life and being someone who has been encouraging, motivating, selfless, and always on board. You know, we live in an, if I ever needed help, you've taught me things, blah, 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 blah. This person will get whatever she wants for the rest of her life from me. Norma got me a bottle of tequila. She's going to get whatever she wants for the rest of her life from me, okay? We are simple monkeys that like to be appreciated. Your clients are simple monkeys that like to be appreciated, okay? So again, make sure that you're doing that. So I want you to write out a certain, oh, you want that? Oh, no, that's not a real estate one.
Oh, but I like it.
Okay, you can have it. Go ahead, take it. But the kicker is, and it does not have to have anything, and it should not have to have anything to do with real estate. And you guys know, I mean, you brought the How to Win Friends and Influence People back, the only one that did, by the way. Okay, and just remember, when you do send a personal note, though, it's no different than when you pay somebody a compliment. It has to be sincere. Whatever you send, it has to be sincere, whatever you send to people. So for example, you know, like, hey, you know what, I have a lot of respect for how far you've come in your life. It's been fun watching you grow, you know, or whatever that may be. Or I just want to let you know, you're a single mom. I've watched you pull yourself up by your bootstraps. I just want to let you know how much I respect that. Little things like that will go a long way. You know what I mean? Everybody? Okay. Just want to tell you what a great family you have, and you know, I've tried to model my life after that. Things like that will not be forgotten and will never be thrown away. So Call 10 been a whiles. This is a lot. I'm not going to ask you to call 10. I'm going to ask you to call 3. Do you know what a been a while is? Everybody knows what a been a while is? Okay. If I was in here and I was talking to the Chairman's Club right now, the top 60 in the company, and I asked how many of you guys have clients that you have not talked to in over 2 years, every single one of them will raise their hand. They're just as guilty. But you have to look back at people that are in your database that you have not talked to in over a year, and you need to pick up the phone and you need to call them. Once in a while, you got to do it. Hey, Raymond, this is Chuck, just checking in, man. It's been such a long time. You jumped into my head. Just wanted to see how you're doing. That's it. That's it. So isn't it great that COVID's over, man? You got any vacation plans coming up? It's insane. Have you seen what's happening with car prices? Right? I mean, can you believe it? $50,000 markups on every TRX on the Ram lot and blah, 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 blah. And then they start talking, you're engaging, and then they're going to ask you the inevitable question. So what have you been up to? Right? So how's the real estate market? They're going to ask that. Never bring up real estate until they do. You with me? Never, and they will. They will bring it up. They will bring it up. What have you been up to? Oh, well, just working at Coldwell Banker. Crazy real estate market out there, having a good time. We just sold a house over there in Tuscany Hills, 5-bedroom, 3-bath. It was listed for $535. It sold for $600,000, dude. It was insane. They want to hear that, right? Everybody wants to know about real estate. So I want you to put down 2 times this month when you can call been a whiles. At least 3 been a whiles. 3, it's nothing. Don't whine about it. Anshul, do it. All right, here we go. Okay, so twice. Now I want you guys to all pull your phones back out, and I want you to give me the responses that you got from that text. Read it to me. So you sent over. We just.
Hi, Crystal. Just want to share. We just listened to.
Yep. Wait a minute. Go for it. Give it to her, Michael. I want to hear it. So sorry. So you text.
I said, hi, Crystal. Just wanted to share. We just listed a 5-bedroom, 3-bath in Tuscany Hills for $535. It will go fast. Let me know if you have any friends interested. Tell Hirsch I said hello.
Perfect.
She said, good morning. I was just going to reach out to you today. I had shared with your husband last time at your house that I had an interview for a promotion. I was informed yesterday that I received it, waiting for my offer from HR to promote it to analyst position, which she's been ready to buy a few months back.
Fantastic. So
that was just
engagement, good, positive, right? Who else had some engagement? Give me something else. Anybody else get any text back at all? You did? Okay, you got the address back, but you sent the buyer text, right? With the picture of the house in Tuscany Hills, your picture. No one else got anything yet? Okay, you guys have to text me when you do, because you will, okay? You will. All right, so here we go. Number 12 is your V card. I know I talk about that all the time. How many of you have sent out your V card in the last year? Okay. This. Right here. Your contact, okay? So are your guys' contacts all complete? Your guys' contacts all complete? Open up your phones. Open up your phones. And I'm going to show you. So when I go to my contacts here, guys, right here at the top of mine, you see where it says, it shows the picture at the top. So anytime, and all I did is watch. I open my phone and I go to my contacts, and the top one is right here. Your contact will always be at the top, right? So if I open my contact and it says my card, it has everything in here. It has our office addresses, it has my cell phone, it has both my emails, it has my anniversary date of when I started. I didn't put the year of Coldwell Banker. It has my birthday, it has my MSN Messenger, it has the notes about me, where I live, what I do, everything you'd possibly want to know, right? So if you do not have your V card complete, and I have to have this because this should be at the tip of your fingertips. So I should be able to just go like, open up. And again, when I go to contacts, it's right there. I can just click on it and say, who do I want to share it to? Share contact. I'm going to go to a text it. I'm going to hit Raymond. Perfect. So now I'm going to go like, hey dude, wasn't sure if you had my most recent contact information. You never know with you. You could have got drunk and dropped your phone in the toilet. ... So here it is, buddy. Hope life's good. So I just sent mine to Raymond, right? So Again, I'm going to give a different message to every person, right? Because not all my friends are going to get drunk and drop their phone in the toilet like Raymond might. But one time. All right, so so just fill out your V cards right now. Make sure that they're complete. And the other thing is, next to your name, even your last name, oh, and make sure you have your picture in there, right? Your picture is attached to your V card. So that when this phone rings, my picture comes up. Because you know how it says, to click and you can update the photo and the information. Make sure that that setting is on. So that anytime you call, your picture comes up. So that way when you call them in the future, your picture comes up full screen on their phones. Another opportunity, right? And make sure it's a photo that you like. Good? Yours is done?
I've tried to change mine like 20 times. It goes back to what I had before.
Is that an iPhone?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it, but I've tried several times.
Me too.
So,
Really?
yeah, it always goes back to what I had it at before.
You should Google that, find out why.
Okay.
It's really important.
Yeah.
You have to have a killer V card. You have to. So has everybody got one set up? Okay, so now I want you to text it to one person. So open up your V card and then share down at the bottom. And next to your last name, guys, next to your last name, I'm going to add one thing. Before you send that, open back up your V card. Next to your last name, in parentheses, put caps realtor. Next to your last name, in parentheses, put all in caps realtor. You guys with me? Every time they see your phone, a number coming through, a number going out, it says that you are a realtor. So make sure that your V card says Corey Bryant, for the last name Bryant, and in parentheses, realtor. People need to know what you do. And by the way, at the business planning in November, December, we're going to do all this stuff again. Yes, Norma.
I got a reply.
Michael.
Okay, so I got a reply and she said, "Good morning, Norma. Please send me the info so that I can ask around."
You guys like that?
Something.
Please send me the info so that I can ask around. I love it.
I sent it.
Now, a lot of times they're going to say no. Like, no, I don't know anybody. But then they're going to be talking to somebody and they're going to say, well, who was that? They're going to ask their spouse or significant other, who was that? Oh, that was Norma. She just took a new listing in Tuscany Hills and was asking if I knew anybody. Now it's spread to that person, right? And that's really what it's all about. That's it. Cool? What's that? Just say, I don't have it with me. I'll have to get back to you in a few. And that gives you an excuse to reach out to them a little bit later. As soon as this is over, by the way. She wants the address. I love it. Good, good. All right, everybody got the V card stuff? All right, let's go to the next one. Again, the V card you should send out once a year. You guys know that. I don't need to talk about that. You guys get it. Realtor next to the last name. That's the big thing. 13. If you are looking for people to add to your database, go into your social media and see who comments on your stuff the most. See whose posts pop up the most. Because again, our job is to build a list of contacts, right? To build a list of contacts that are most likely to potentially use us. Right? Is it hot in here? Or is that just me? I got that stupid air conditioning. We're actually putting a air conditioning specific in this room in here. But anyways, so to build up your database to 100, which is your goal, I want you to look in your contacts, right? Another thing that is a big idea is like when we do go to events in the future, this is something I want to run by you. When you go to Coldwell Banker events, like for example, there's a Gen Blue event coming up in New York City in October. Or if it's we're going to probably put one on in Pachanga in December, and we'll bring in like 17 different Coldwell Bankers. I'm going to put it all together. Get to know the owners, get to know the managers, and get to know the top producers. Add them to your database, add them to your social media. I know for a fact that Jennifer Murphy this year has 5 sales between the owners of Coldwell Banker Long Beach and the owners of Coldwell Banker West, because she put them on their database, she mails them the lotto tickets and all that stuff, and whenever I see those owners, they're like, Jennifer is fantastic. All she's doing is doing the same thing she's doing with her clients, but doing it with top producers and doing it with owners. So don't forget, don't neglect them. All right. Number 14, follow a business calendar, like I talked about. So now you should all have one. Again, this is a bare bones calendar that you guys have right now. But as you, depending upon how serious you want to take the business. So right now you did 3 Benewiles, right? Twice this month. You did 3 Benewiles. 2 people that you're going to call that you haven't talked to in a while. if you really want to start ramping it up and really want to get aggressive, instead of doing 2 days, do 6 days. You with me? So if I call two different days a week, I'm calling 3 been a whiles. That's 6 times 4 weeks, that's 24 people. On my text where I'm only doing 20, do them every week. That's 80. Open houses, instead of doing 2, do 4. I mean, if I were getting back in the business, and if I told you guys this before, if I was dropped in Idaho, I would do one thing and one thing only. And I would sit in open house every Saturday and Sunday until I had at least 6 escrows. And I would be sitting senior homes every single, or at least 1 to 2 days a week. I'd be sitting, my entire business plan would be 4 open houses a week until I had at least 6 escrows. And you will build, and again, when the people walk in, I'm collecting their information, I'm doing all that stuff, and making sure that I'm adding my database and then starting to hit my social media. I'm building my business at the same time. But you should be building your business based on open houses, floor time, reaching out to people, networking events, and collecting information and putting them in the system so they see my social media, they receive my calls, they receive my text, they receive my holiday cards, they receive, and never forget me. So that's really where it's at. So if you want to get aggressive, and if you're not making it in the business, even for the people at home, if you're not making it in the business, can I just be rude? It's your own fault. You know what you need to do. It's right there written down on that piece of paper. All you got to do is multiply it and be willing to say, I'm not going to do 3 calls, I'm going to do 10. I'm not going to do 20 texts, I'm going to do 30. I'm not going to do 1 open house, I'm going to do 6. That's really what it's all about. That's the difference between $100,000, $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 a year and 2 deals a year. It's the difference. Am I too harsh? Is that too harsh? You guys, you know I'm right. I mean, it's not that complicated. So, all right, so we're going to open it up before we head out of here to any questions. Did anybody else receive any text? So Norma, they're spreading the information for you. They've asked for the address from you. Anyone else have any responses? Here we go. Stephanie. You just got a missed phone call?
Yeah, someone called right.
The person you text?
Yeah, my person just said, oh, it's a really pretty house. I'm going to, I'll let you know if I hear of anybody looking.
Perfect. Pass it over to Corey. So what just happened, Corey?
I just got a missed phone call
from the person that you text about that property that we had up there. They called you.
Actually, it was before that. It was the been a while, how you doing? I want to send you the address one.
Oh, the address one.
Yeah,
Okay, good. So you guys see how that works, though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potentials right there. Anyone else get any responses yet? No? Okay, so when we do the prospecting classes on Friday, though, and this was about 3 months ago, we were sending out 10. So we would sit in the room and send out 10. Literally, we had to shut the class down because people were getting so many calls, they were getting so many texts back that we just couldn't even function in the class anymore. Did you get something, Gabby, or no? Anybody else?
Oh, yeah.
That's one person. So what if you sent that property out to 10? What would happen, right? So it's, again, like I said, it's not complicated. It's just a matter of doing it and putting it in your calendar. So how many buyer texts or seller texts did you put down on yours, John?
So 25.
So you're going to do 25 of, so do it today. Do that Tuscany Hills property today and send out 20 of them, guys. I mean, you want to kill it? You know what? How many people have somewhere that they have to be right now in the next half hour? Okay, you're off the hook. You're it. The rest of you guys, you're going to stay here right now until you send that text to 5 more people. Okay? Does that sound like a deal? We're going to send that text to 5 more people. We're all going to stay right here. You're going to sweat your ass off. You're going to get sweaty. You're going to deal with it. And we're going to do it. All right? So, and there's a table out in the hallway that's much cooler. But does anybody have any questions? Anybody have any questions? Is that helpful to you guys, though, what we went over today? You guys get it? All right, good. So, and remember this, I want to add a couple last things, and you're going to hear me say this at business planning in November, December. Tristan Ahumada, the guy that runs Lab Coat Agents, who has 130,000 agents on there, I'll never, ever forget this now. Remember what he said about making sure that you have social media time. The last thing I want you to add to your calendars. Every day, you need to be doing 3 things. You guys remember what it was? Like, comment, DM. So if you guys see me talking about something, and now I'm not the kind of person I want you to send it to, you see me talking about, hey, great day on the lake in the boat. Like it, comment on it like, dude, what a nice day. You must be having a great day out there. And then send me a message. That picture you sent from the boat was awesome. Like, comment, DM. You guys with me? So I want you to do that every single day to at least 5 to 10 people. That should be on your calendar every day. That is working. Like, comment, DM. I'm stealing that one. Okay, so is that helpful? You guys all good? Got something to run with? All right. Sounds good, guys. So don't get up because you have nothing to do. You're going to be sending out 5 more of those texts right now. But we are going to log off while we do that, and then we're going to sit around here and we're going to wait to hear what the responses are that you get. So, Adam, anything you want to add?
Thank you, everyone who's been answering the questions I've been putting in the chat. I really appreciate your participation. And you know what? Big shout out to the people. The second we go live, there's like 3 people who instantly share it. And I just want to say I love you. You're my hero. Thank you for doing that. And if you found any of this information useful, please share it to your timeline. Spread the word. Spread the knowledge. Knowledge is power. That's it.
Awesome.
I'm out.
Thanks, Adam. Okay, guys. So everybody out there, have a great remainder of the week. Make sure you're sitting open houses. Make sure you're reaching out. Remember me. Remember me. That's the most important. So, all right, guys, we're out. Thank you. Talk to you soon. Okay, guys. Bye-bye.